What's up, fools? Simon the Griffin, Nutsack in your face again!
What's up, everybody?
Yes, here we are again. We're dead. If you didn't get the last episode, then we died. I'm showing right here that it is completely useless to try anything else against these ghost fucks. They're completely immune to everything except your martial style and your magic attacks. It's completely useless.
Yeah, if you haven't leveled up in a balanced way, it's really gonna show at this point. Time to start throwing some points into some martial style.
Although you may be dead, you can still master your skills. That's why it's so bitchin'. I always thought it was a cool thing, like how like throughout the game everyone was talking how awesome your style is, but how vaguely they can see a weakness in it, but they couldn't correctly see it, and after your master kills you, you see that was the weakness or whatever. I thought that was a cool touch.
Your master, Sun Li, the glorious strategist, betrayed you.
Yeah, no shit.
To claim the power of the Emperor, my power, as his own. You are dead. I am the Water Dragon, immortal guardian of the path to the underworld. I shepherd the dead, leading
Yeah.
them to my holy temple in Dirge, the gateway to the afterlife. But 20 years ago, the Emperor and his brothers attacked Dirge. They burned my temple, slew my servants, and defiled my body so the Emperor could claim my power.
I don't think it was them that defiled your body. I think they took it to the necropolis and they got that dude with the do-rag, the gravekeeper, and he probably did something to your body, I would think.
He is very proficient at defiling bodies in many, many different ways.
I mean, come on. He said he was an expert at filling holes. I mean, are we really gonna just, are we gonna split hairs here?
So you finally figure out what all is going on here.
Fully control his power. That is why I could bring you here, and why we can speak now. My strength wanes. We must act
It's
quickly.
kind of, I guess the moral of the story is that man cannot have the power of the gods.
Control his newfound
Well,
power.
that remains to be seen, my friend. Who knows? If you just can't trust a dude with a tattoo and a frat boy haircut, you know? You never know. I'm just saying.
The glorious strategist knows patience. Lee has planned this for 20 years. When Dirge fell, he rescued you only because he believed you were a tool he could use. You will learn this and more, but we must move quickly. When he discovers what I have done,
You want to start
he will
over,
try to
son?
seal this
Yeah.
realm and prevent
It's
you
like
from
long
sending
gaps
Dirge.
of silence.
Well, we can just, it can be like, you know, we let the story play through.
My temple at Dirge is defiled. I do not have the power to restore you to life, but I can send your spirit to Dirge, so you may cleanse the taint corrupting my holy sanctum.
She could cleanse my taint anytime she wants.
Hurry! If you restore the fountains of Dirge, I can restore you to life. If you live, Master
So,
Lee will become
yeah, this part coming up is probably, like, it's a cool part, but for me, I see it, I sort of don't really care for it. It's also one of the more harder parts because you're by yourself, none of your friends are helping you, and I don't know if the enemies are stronger or if you're just weaker, but it's probably the toughest area in the game, at least for me.
It's real hard because they tend to, when you're alone, they tend to surround you as well, so you have to keep moving. It's real hard when you have like 3 or 4 people all around you, all trying to wail out on you. There's nothing you can do.
Yeah, and a lot of them have like projectile attacks. So if they like get you with a stun and you're like immobilized, and they'll just wreck your shit, man. And you get one guy, but you gotta change his support style because he can't fight worth a damn to heal, because like he'll heal you constantly while you're fighting, and that's the only way you're gonna be able to get through this. Like, it took me a while to figure that out.
So you're a spirit monk of the water dragon, right? So does that mean you're a dragonborn?
I would think you're one of the lesser dragonborns because you don't get to shout or anything. At least shout that affects you. It does anything. You're a water dragonborn.
Maybe it's just there was a lack of bearded Norsemen around to teach you how to shout. That's why you can't do it.
I mean, look at that beard that guy's sporting. That's hardly a beard, Come on.
Yeah. I'm sorry to put it out there, but Asians just can't grow the beards like the Norseman can.
Well, to be fair, not many people can rock the Norseman's beard. It's like even Grizzly Adams, he had nothing on those beards. That guy's way too excited.
How dare the water dragon mark on you?
I love this guy's sideburns. They're like, I don't know.
Yeah, if you pay attention, he's the guy in the cutscene. In all those cutscenes, the flashback cutscenes, you'll see him.
Yeah, you'll see him. Don't worry, you'll see him.
He's got those sideburns and that weird beard. Just watch the cutscenes. Take notes while you're doing it, so you remember where he was exactly in the cutscene. There'll be a quiz at the end of this.
It's gonna be random, so you gotta pay attention always. You never know when you're gonna be quizzed. And the best way I figured, just keep an eye out for the sideburns. That's all you can really do. It's a dead giveaway.
Now, if you fail the quiz, we're going to put terrible comments all over any of your videos and just generally troll the crap out of you. So, you better not fail.
We'll also we'll put we'll constantly put F- on your on your comments, and we'll give you a thumbs down. I'm sorry, but we can't be lenient on this.
Yeah, but if you do pass, you will receive a Jade Empire Expert Certificate with your name on it and your mom's name on it too. Just, she should be proud of you.
Yes, and therefore you will receive an email which will say, in parentheses, we give you a pat on the back, and you don't get any ceremony for it, unfortunately, but you get the gratification of many, and of me and Nutsackalicious right here as well. So
now, if you pay $100,000 US, we'll deliver the certificate in person, dressed up as characters from Jade Empire, and we'll bring it.
Sideburns. There he is.
There he is. Oh.
Good job, man. Oh no!
That son of a bitch.
Does he have no respect for the sideburns?
How do you know all this if you're dead? Oh yeah, you're a ghost. Never mind.
His spirit lingered. He's just like, stop it. He's whispering in the Emperor's ear right now. Stop it. Stop it.
I bet he goes to parties and lingers too.
Oh, impaled.
You would be so strong.
Oh, he didn't give a
Infused
fuck.
with the water dragon's power. He was now.
I always thought this was a cool cutscene because it shows you like through the eyes of you know, a different perspective. I always thought that was cool.
Prince Kin to suffer the Emperor's terrible vengeance.
What a jerk.
Yeah, he steals a heart, so now he thinks he's got God or something.
It's the baby of prophecy.
You remind me of the babe with the power. Oh!
Ooh, damn. Cold-blooded.
That was the ultimate bitch slap right there.
Servant of the Emperor, Lee abandoned his fearsome armor to become the master you thought he
Damn. No, he bitch slaps him, then he stabs him with the sword.
To defeating his brother, he might still claim that power.
Find the baby.
He disappeared if you were the Emperor.
Find the baby! Find the baby!
Emperor's retribution
Time is running out.
We look even now. It won't be long.
found power. The Emperor,
The baby of the prophecy.
his brother,
One that
bound
will
his
destroy you.
spirit to the armor Lee had left behind. And
I think the
death's
Emperor
hand
wants to exile the child's spirit into oblivion, if I had to wager a guess.
He gave it his best, but it just wasn't good enough.
You were the last of the spirit. Son
If only Willow was in here, he'd know what to do. Or maybe Migosh.
he believed
Definitely not
you were
Burgle Cut.
meant to restore what he helped steal. He trained you to be
Everything's gonna be better at Tirus Lean.
to succeed what he has
Look around you, Peck.
This place is cursed.
the Emperor is now innocent.
Trolls. I hate trolls.
Then the glory
I think the Emperor is troll dung.
you were the last of the spirit monks. But now you are just a ghost like the rest of us.
Yeah,
No one is left to oppose Sun Li.
that's just too bad.
You spoke with the water dragon? Of course. Only she could guide your spirit to
And that's probably when she was marking you.
the mortal.
Nasty bitch.
I worry
She was showering you with the magical golden dragon shower.
come to restore the fountain.
Yeah, I know. Come on.
The first step in restoring the
Fucking
water
gross.
dragon
I know you're a god, but come.
itself. As leader of
I
the
mean,
spirit
yeah,
monks,
even though you're God, you gotta sort of
I am
like
bound by
draw a
honor
line in the sand, like,
this task.
you know, come on,
I
common
swear
decency
I
here.
will not abandon
Yeah.
you until the fountains of Dirge are restored.
Oh, this guy's getting passionate about it.
Jolie needs to freaking, you know, calm down.
You forget that you are a ghost yourself.
Oh,
In any case, I
Mhm.
serve the water dragon. You must succeed for her sake, so I will help you, whether you wish it or not.
Oh,
I can guide you.
he's lingering again, whether you wish it or not.
I know the monster
I'm pretty sure we all wish it not.
my power to help you restore the fountain.
I always thought it was a cool design of the. I like the cool design of the ghosts, where you can see like the lungs and the like the. I guess they're sort of nerve endings or something like that, or the bones or something. I like.
I
that.
think that's their chi.
Yeah, it's their chi. What? We're shooting a video.
You need me to move my car or something?
No, I just want to see if you want to buy this gun from me.
Nothing to fear. Though many dangerous beings dwell.
Yeah, just give me a minute.
These monks and soldiers
So you guys just. These guys are just fighting forever and ever. And ever. God dang, I love the white eyebrows. They're so sexy. But not really.
You would think after like, 20 years or whatever it is, they'd just give it a break, you know?
Yeah, you'd be like, yeah, I know we had our differences and stuff, but we've been kicking each other's asses for 20 years. It ain't getting us nowhere. Let's just agree to disagree, and we'll just leave each other alone.
Yeah, but somehow you can get your ass whooped here, and you don't get to just keep fighting. It's just over for you.
Yeah, like you die, you're like, I guess your spirit is dispersed, or your spirit dies of exhaustion, or maybe like it happened. Maybe like something like in the end of Beetlejuice, something happens to you where they turn into those creepy ghoul motherfuckers.
It's bullshit, man.
That would be an awesome, awesome thing to a nice little Easter egg. Maybe in the background you see Beetlejuice in his awesome black and white striped tux. You know, maybe it'll be like, "What's up, babe?" You know, be like, "Come for your daughter, Chuck," or something like that. Or maybe, maybe just hanging around eating a bunch of beetles or something. I think that'd be pretty awesome.
Yeah, come on. Synergy, you guys.
Yeah, maybe since you're dead, Beetlejuice turns into a giant snake and becomes your new sidekick or something. That'd be awesome. Okay, so we can't enter the door. That could have been explained in one sentence. You don't need to, you know. And what's with the floating lamps just jingling around like a pair of nutsacks? They're very distracting. I don't like it.
Yeah, there's just some ghosts there that just take pleasure in flailing a couple lanterns around. You know. Yeah. They're just gonna do that for eternity. How about that?
It's like just some annoying asshole. I'm not bothering you, am I? Okay, so this is probably one of the hardest fights when you're dead right here. You can't use any weapons, so therefore you can't use weapons at all when you're dead, so it's completely useless, except for the last boss. But yeah, so you got this bitch who shoots fucking ice shards, which we know how I feel about the ice shards. You got this other motherfucker shooting fire at us, and then we got the other guy shooting, I think it's Tempest. Yeah, it is. And this fight is completely impossible unless you have your friend Abbott on support, constantly healing you, because he'll die like in the first couple seconds, and it's completely folly. And it's completely annoying too, because a lot of the time you'll forget to save, and you'll have to do everything all over again from the death point, and it's annoying as shit.
Yeah, I think that's what happened to me the first time, and even after I saved, it took me 5 or 6 tries getting through this battle to get through it. Yeah, this is a hard battle.
And I don't know about you, but I've never used, outside of this fight, the support styles. Like, what's the point of having, like, Black Whirlwind with his giant axes and stuff if he's sitting off in the corner, like, healing your chi or whatever? Like, I sort of think that defeats the purpose of having your companion, unless he's completely crippled in the ways of fighting. Then you just, you know, this is the only part I can really recommend it, except for Handpicked Hoy, who throws you the bottles of alcohol. But, you know, other than that.
Well, I don't think you can use him any other way. Can you?
No, you can't, which sort of sucks. But yeah, he said even like he says it in one of his like dialogue boxes, his life with his wife has like completely crippled his fighting abilities, so he can't help you in any other way. But at least you get to be drunk when he's around, so you got that going on for you. I've never really done the drunken style seriously before, have you?
You know, I think that's sort of a novelty style. You do it when you first get it, and you think it's cool, but then once you realize you have to have him to do it, and he's pretty much worthless otherwise, it's sort of something you only do right when you get it, and then that's about it. I think pretty much everybody, that's the way they do it.
I think it might be interesting if you wanted to do a challenge run in this game, because I'd imagine it'd make things pretty difficult, because it's a sort of slow style, and plus he's your sidekick or whatever, so like you won't have anyone else helping you, so you'd be pretty much just relying on that the entire game. It also might be pretty damn repetitive, since that when you have him you can only do that style, so
What's your main martial style in this? Is it 1,000 cuts?
Yeah, 1,000 cuts. It's probably my second favorite. I think Leaping Tiger is fun. Just because when I first played it, I was like, oh shit, I get Wolverine claws. This shit's awesome. What about you?
Is that's not a weapon style, the Wolverine claws?
Yeah, I thought, yeah, that's what well, you don't really know this when you first play it, but I didn't know it either. But like when you first start, you can customize by picking your styles or whatever. I didn't know that. And the only character that has it is the magical girl, I think. And yeah, so after I figured that out, I assumed whenever I saw it in the game, it was a weapon style. But when I figured out you could pick it in the beginning, I used that from most of the time. What's the style you usually like to use?
What is it? Legendary Strike is really good. It's a lot slower than 1,000 Cuts. 1,000 Cuts is really a fun style because you can jump around and use it pretty scriptly, and you don't have to plan things out as much. You can just jump in and start wailing out on people. But Legendary Strike's a little slower, but you definitely feel the power increase in it. It's always nice to try to do White Dragon style because it's so strong, but you sort of have to plan that out from the beginning.
Isn't White Demon or White Dragon, whatever it's called? Yeah, I did that once with the big old burly guy. It's like really slow, but once you max it out, it can be, relatively fast, and it's probably it's definitely the strongest style. Yeah, I mean, 1,000 Cuts is pretty good, but it's also relatively weak. I think Leaping Tiger's sort of like in the middle. Legendary Strike is probably one of my favorites as well. It's like a fully kick style. It's like a kickboxing style or something like that. That one's really fun. What are the magic styles you usually like to use?
I only do good characters, so I always end up doing I forgot what it's called, but the Earth style where you throw the stones. I think it's Eternal something.
Stone Immortal, I think.
Oh yeah, Stone Immortal. Yeah, I'll do that. Do that, and then the sword style. I've never done a spear either. I wanted to, but you get there and the sword's just so much cooler.
Yeah, I agree. Stone Immortal is a lot cooler than Tempest. I mean, what's cooler than suspending a man in stone and having a bonsai tree just sprout out, and then when you beat his ass, like finish him off, the tree just like everything just blows up. It's pretty awesome. I like that one a lot better than Tempest. And probably the best sword style or weapon style, in my opinion, is when you go through the arena and you get the Crimson Katanas. Those are probably the best. They go away, like they don't last long at all. They drain your meter really quick, but once you level them up all the way, they're definitely the best in the game, in my opinion.
Yeah, you just have to commit to something early on, be it your weapon style or whatever. And I always end up committing to my weapon style pretty heavily before that, so that ends up being sort of a waste. You end up not being able to max out your stuff because you've put too much into all these other styles that are cool, but you get them too late to ever max them out.
Yeah, so my advice would be to do sort of what I did, is just like make, sort of plan out what styles you want by picking out the 4, obviously, and save like some extra points like every level up you get, and then when you get the style you can level it up so it'll be just about even with your other styles, and then you won't be as unbalanced anyways. Alright, so you thought that was the only fountain we gotta do? Oh man, are you in for a treat? We get to well, hold on, wait a second.
The first fountain has been restored. You have done
The first fountain.
Great mistress, it is heaven itself to see you again.
Stand back. She's gonna mark you.
So lost without your wisdom.
You can only mark one person so many times before it's just like, all right, you're not worth the mark anymore.
My strength was consumed.
Yeah, you start to lose respect for them. You know, you mark them up all good, get their hair and everything, and you know, you just don't have any more respect for them. Why would they let you mark them up like that? You know.
You wonder why all the spirit months, except for myself, are bald. Well, you know, they were all marked many a time.
Yeah, they got tired of their wives asking them why their hair was wet.
They're like, fuck this. At least when we're bald, the mark will just run down my head, and I won't have to wash my hair every single night.
Yeah. The goddamn water dragon has to be so disgusting. What's the matter with you? I know, wet nature, but geez, God.
There's a reference there. I always really like this this song. I'm sure it's called like the. I know a great, very subtle. I know, but a subtle transition. But I always like the. I think it's called like the water dragon theme or something like that. I always like that. I always like that song, except it's randomly stopped for some reason. Now I can just hear the running waters, probably of her marking someone as we speak.
Yeah, she's probably marking all those ghosts up.
Let the wisdom of the abbot guide you if you need aid.
Well, if the ghosts weren't so busy trying to beat each other to death, but not really since they can't, they'd probably notice it, but you know, whatever. Alright, there we go.
I sense my former student refuses to rest easy. The time for subtlety is past.
Now you're just gonna be an asshole, straight asshole, not a subtle asshole.
You are too valuable to abandon a second time.
Ooh.
Come. We must return to Dirge.
You better not go to Dirge.
That would be cool if all that was left of him was that arm. And then, you know, he just summoned that arm and you have to fight Death's hand. I think that'd be pretty awesome, you know. Just coming at you like Thing from the Addams Family or something like that. Well, I always thought it was weird since, like, you obviously fight Death's Hand, he gets crumbled by Sagacious Zoo in the throne room, and, like, that's nowhere near the exit, and the whole place, like, collapsed in itself. I'm like, how do you get all the way to the exit and stuff like that? But, you know, that's just me nitpicking and all that stuff. I just think it's weird. A little consistency, BioWare, is that so much to ask for? I mean, I've seen Dragon Age 2, so I guess not, but, you know, I'm just saying.
This could only be possible if the Guardian Mountain has been destroyed.
Oh, really? Do tell more.
This is trouble. I feel a foul taint here.
Yeah.
Something worse than the corruption of the Emperor.
Oh, man.
Something.
A serious taint, huh?
There are unnamed things barred from entering.
I like to call this chapter the where they try to explain everything all at once chapter.
Such a creature would be born with the corruption of the
I really do love this game, though. It may not seem like I'm annoyed at it, but, you know. No matter as much as you love a game, there's always going to be something about it that's not so good. Just like even a game that you hate, there's at least one thing about it that you like.
Yeah, I think it's like the first time you play these games, you don't really see these things or whatever, but then when you play through them again, it's sort of like, maybe you guys should have thought this out a little better, but
What's with that demon there?
He looks like he's got a serious taint.
Yeah, look at that giant taint on his forehead, or, you know, maybe get that fire taken off, you know? I bet the reason he's on fire is because you know, he was burned alive and made into veal steaks or something like that in previous life. Oh, look at all that anger.
Yeah. Welcome to your steak dinner, you meatitarians.
Yeah, we got the dual heads going on, so twice the meat. You know, hope you guys brought an appetite.
That's the irradiated cattle you are scarfing down like the fat asses you are. Go to Walmart again. Now.
Bet you wondered what was really in a Big Mac, huh? Well, it's apparently a two-headed drooling cow with a big old tumor on its head.
And it's tainted. You can be guaranteed fecal taint.
It's tainted, it's got some taint, and if I would wager a guess, it's probably been showered by the dragon as well.
And even her shower couldn't cleanse the taint.
She couldn't put out the taint or the flames. I think that's what the flames are supposed to symbolize, is the taint.
Yeah, they should have put some green, stinky smoke coming off there too. You know, get a fire taint and a stink taint going on. You know.
This is the special taint that you thought like mad cow disease was bad. Nah, you don't even know what it is.
Yep. Mhm. And these guys are still going at it, all crazy. It's been 20-something years, and they just won't let it go.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention you can't use any of your characters. Well, obviously, duh. But you can use the ghost shop, the shop dealer or whatever. But as you can, I never really use that guy because, you know, he'll get a good style in every so often. But, and of course we have to fucking deal with the fucking ghost again. Look at that goddamn shit. You cannot fight these guys from a distance. I implore you, do not do that. Look at that shit. Those fucking project. I should not be getting worked up over this. I just, damn it.
Yeah, they're pretty annoying how they heat seek you. So even a lot of dodging doesn't help all that much.
As much as I, you know, even, you know, compared to, fuck, now I gotta fight one of these red ministers. As much as annoying it, oh, we got another sadistic one. Go figure, a ghost in this game that's sadistic or whatever, or masochistic, whatever. Yeah, as much as I may hate the cliff racers in Morrowind, at least they're not that, you know, that strong. But these these motherfuckers, they're lingerers. Like that guy from Pineapple Express who says he fucking hates lingerers. I hate lingerers as well. That guy's gone drunk with power. I think you should, you know, maybe point some of that power at maybe getting a less retarded hat. Like, how do you think that guy walks through a door?
I know, I mean, geez. I understand, you know, maybe shoulder width, but when you go quadruple shoulder width like that, it's time for the fashion police to bust you.
Yeah, I mean, what is that? Like, is it, are you supposed to symbolize a helicopter or something with that hat? I mean, Jesus. God help any of your friends, you know, your ghostly friends who are around. You probably smack them in the face all the time with those things, man. I hope they're not, you know, too thick or, you know, too sharp on the tips, or, you know, kill a motherfucker with them.
Yeah, he must have been in a competition with somebody to see who was the most fancy pants with their wide hat, you know? That's the only explanation for taking it to that length.
So yeah, we got the Red Minister style before. It's not that fun to use. All it does is it's just a style that makes it so every time you hit a person, you steal health from them. It's not very fun to use, but you get to control one of the floppy hats. So I mean, you got that going on. I guess you now are the master of the aerodynamic hat or whatever you want to call it. But there's no advantage. I'd say stick with the horse demon or the. I always think it's pretty funny. I don't know if Nutsackalicious here has ever done the Jade Golem style, but you turn into a giant, like you're like the giant, like the screen can't even keep up with you. You can only see like the chest down or whatever. And I once did a full on like all style run through, and it was pretty funny, like fighting Master Lee, because when they're like down on the ground, you can like curb stomp them. So like Master Lee, you just stomp the ever loving shit out of them just on the ground, just like that was pretty funny. But
Yeah, it's pretty awkward to control from what I remember.
yeah, you're super sluggish, and you just you just got two axes. That's all there is to it. Yeah. Namely, well, this is the main reason why the last part is sort of a little annoying to me, because the bulk of your enemies are the annoying ghosts. I mean, the only thing I could think of being worse is maybe if there was some ghost cliff racers around. You're just walking around and you hear and you hear that music, the battle music, and you're like, oh my god, the fuck, man, I'm just trying to walk to this random location that they say go north, and you'll find this random cave or whatever.
Simmer down, simmer down. Yeah, somebody gave me that game for like a birthday present or something. So I was like, okay, that's cool. And at first it seemed like, yeah, this is actually kind of awesome. But then when you get killed by a pterodactyl about 5 times in a row, you know, and you can't find any of your quests or where to go, sort of takes the steam out of it. But I did pick it back up after a while and figure out the level up system, and there is a lot to that game. And I murdered a bunch of people early on, so without discretion. So I sort of screwed myself. I couldn't complete the main quest. I couldn't complete a lot of the guilds because I murdered the wrong people. But I couldn't figure out how to get a house, so I'd just go into people's houses and murder them, and then just start keeping my stuff there.
You know what? This house belongs to me now.
Yeah, and if anybody said anything bad to me while I was walking through town, you know, they'll make little backhanded comments or whatever. Yeah, I'd follow them home and murder them.
I remember once you were thinking of getting that game for one of your friends, but you were thinking like you couldn't in good conscience give it to him. You remember that?
Yeah, because he would have actually gone through a lot, you know. He would have taken it. He wouldn't have just picked it up and decided it was too much and put it down. He would have taken it as a personal challenge for me, and then I would have had to hear about it for, like, you know, years afterwards, how I had given him this game and he had spent 60 hours or whatever, you know, punishing himself with it just so that he could not be